day we have the kids from Banfield coming through and showing them the old store and the post office. And this was one of the main buildings in the old towns. And we have some of the things on the shelf here that they'd have at the old stores. You can come to the grocery store, go to your store and get everything you needed.
Today we're taking the fourth graders from Banfield out to the Mower County Fairgrounds for their Living History Day.
A few years ago, we got the idea after attending the Fall Harvest Festival at the fairgrounds that it would be really great for all of our fourth graders to experience this. And so we were able to talk with the director of the Minnesota Historical Society, and he loved the idea. And so this is actually our second year bringing our students out there. Today it's open just for our students, and then tomorrow it is open for the whole community.
We wanted to do this because this would be a great way, it fits right into our standards in social studies of change over time. And so now instead of reading about it in a book, they're able to actually experience it.
Thinking back on my own education, I've had some great teachers that brought history alive, and that's what we want to do for our students as well, so that it's not something they think about just as in the past, that is, I guess, kind of boring, it's just in a book, but that they can actually experience it, and I think they learn better that way, and it's really fun. They enjoy it.
It's something they'll always remember too. It's, reading in a book is wonderful. We encourage them to read all the time, but to actually hands-on experience and going for the day and being a part of it, they'll always remember it.
Some of the things too, you can read about it in a book, but it's so foreign to them. Even just like washing clothes on a board, or they'll actually get to experience sawing a log. And the old
push mower.
Yeah, the push mower and the plow, they get to experience all of that. So then when you do read about it in a book, they have a connection to it. So I think they understand better later.
Many of these students don't have those experiences to draw upon, whereas this, it just increases their life experiences so much, and then they have all of these things stored and can actually draw from them when we read later. We have several books that we have our students read where they read historical fiction. Well, they actually, instead of just reading it there, now they can see that, they're in Little House, they used the washboard. We actually used one out at the fairgrounds. They can make that connection now. It becomes part of their background knowledge. And
I think they also appreciate more today. They understand that life today is a lot easier than it was back in the 1800s, and we can run to a grocery store. We don't have to work so hard just to meet our basic needs. And so we also try to connect that to, you do have more time for other things then. So what are those other things?
Thank you to the Mower County Historical Society, because their volunteers and the director are so wonderful to be able to work with us on this.